space engineers. This is Captain Rick Havoc with the Terran Republic Navy, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am coming to you today from the Research and Development Station of the Terran Republic Shipyard to bring you a deployment test and review of the ship in front of us. And those of you who watch my reviews regularly might recognize that this is a mod of the Atlas frigate that I recently reviewed and mentioned that I was going to adapt it for Terran Republic use. And here's the name and hull number, Charles Lawrence APD-37, and a little historical note for you. Those of you who've watched my reviews of other ships, both ships that I don't use and ships that I use, might have heard me mention the fact that I tend to use World War II U.S. Navy ship names for the ships in the Terran Republic fleet. And this is no exception. And the historical lesson here is that for World War II, when the U.S. started building destroyer escorts, which they built, by the way, to a British design, they took some of them as they were being built, and instead of building them as standard destroyer escorts, they fitted them out with troop bays and other things so that they could be used for fast transports for deploying small forces, small marine forces, like carry like 200 some odd Marines and some equipment. And they used those during World War II. And so this is named and numbered in honor of one of those ships. So, and as you can see, I beefed up the armament from the Atlas frigate, put more artillery turrets, and let's see, some Atlas point defense. Don't seem to have put any Bofors on this ship. Oh well. It's well armed anyway. And of course, it's got the nuclear missile launcher in the nose. In one way or another, I equip all Terran Republic ships to use nuclear missiles. Either the little dumbfire missiles, like this one, or the large grid Mjolnir nuclear missiles that require a large bay built on the side of the ship to deploy them. So this is the ship from the outside. Did it up in since it's a ship intended for deploying forces on a planetary surface, I painted it up in this gray camouflage to basically make it harder to see from the ground. I got the connectors on the sides here. so we can connect it up to the station. Great big thrusters in the back. And our garage. I call it the garage. And I've got something in there. And let me take you on in and show you. This ship is completely equipped. Let's see. I had to add some gyros here on the bottom here. Right here. Just had to stick some Mark V gyros on it to give me better control of it. Since the ship has shields, it's not that big a deal to have things like gyros just mounted on the outside. Shields and build and repair. Standard equipment in the Terran Republic Navy for all ships. And I think this is the first ship I'm going to show you with something else that has recently become standard for Terran Republic Navy ships. I'll get to it. We'll get to it. Well, here's the very first new, actually a couple of new things in this ship that you're seeing first, that I've equipped all the Terran Republic ships with. And that is, first of all, this is this food production area for from the Daily Need Survival Kit mod. Got our water recycler, food resequencer, and hydroponics, enclosed hydroponics bay. And with these things, and with the vegetables that I grow in the greenhouse that I've attached onto the primary space station of the Terran Republic shipyard, I can produce food. I have all the food I need to eat. So, first of all, I guess we'll take you up here. The cruise quarters are basically the same as the Atlas. I didn't change these at all. And here's the head. Got the crew head here. So, complete refresher, shower, and toilet. We got our little galley area over here. Let's see. Damn, looks like I actually need to might need to replace this. Replace one of these, either the galley or the lockers, with a dispenser, so that any crew that might be in the ship can get food. And here's the med bay. We got the put a couple of our build and repair units up in here, and got our cryo chambers in our medical room. Again, like I said, two build and repair modules. Got a total of 4 in the ship. And these are since this is the front of the ship, those are the two modules for the front of the ship. And we have our assembler here up in the ceiling of the crew quarters here. Actually, I think this is actually no. Well, this is an extra assembler for the build and repair. Because we do have the assembler and refinery back in that in the hangar that the ship is originally equipped with. And here's the airlocks, and as you might notice, I took out 2 reactors and a battery to put in the food production area. Uh-oh. There's something I hadn't realized. I'll worry about that later. I think I might have to turn that hydroponics bay. Okay, and here's CIC. Same as the Atlas, except that for one thing, I put the made this transparent LCD panel my build and repair status panel, and this is of course the main cockpit seat right here. This control seat. That's where I control the ship from. And I took out, removed some of the other things that were in the room, seat, a control seat, unnecessary control seat, and a couple other things to put the modules for the shields in here. That's the controller table there, and the enhancer and the modulator. And I got stuck another what have I got on this programmable block? Oh, this is the build and repair script. Okay, so gotta wait for the door behind me to close before I can open this one, because this is the hangar bay, or garage bay. Actually, is a little better thing to call it, because it's only thing that deploys from this one is a ground vehicle. Let's see. I think I'm gonna save that to show you last, or second to last. So as you can see, here's our here's our assembler and our refinery back here that are part of the Atlas blueprint that I didn't change. And okay, and here's something else that I did change that is also a new standard for the Terran Republic Navy, and that is this deuterium fusion reactor, 30 gigawatt deuterium fusion reactor that will be standard equipment in all Terran Republic Navy ships. And here we also have our other 2 build and repair modules. And the reason that I have decided to place such a powerful deuterium fusion reactor in the ship is will become apparent when I show you the control seat and the toolbars and everything there. So, onward. Okay, got a green, can open the door. And of course down here, the other place I had to make major changes was down here in this bay. And as you can see, I've got a tank destroyer lodged here in the belly of the ship, connected up to a connector. And by the way, this is the only way that I can have this vehicle in this ship and save and reload the game. The Atlas frigate, instead of having a connector or connectors, has 4 magnetic pads that are an offense to the Lord Clang. If you use that particular ship or any ship that has magnetic plates on its floor to supposedly attach ground vehicles or anything else, what you will find when you save and then reload your game, when you reload, the object that is attached with the magnetic plates becomes detached and flies around the interior space of the ship, damaging or destroying both it and the ship. Imagine what would have the Atlas frigate is equipped with 4 magnetic plates on the floor. Just imagine the chaos that would ensue if one actually had, say, 4 rovers attached on those magnetic plates and then saved and reloaded the game. It would definitely destroy the ship. Only way to do it, folks. This is the only way that Clang will approve. Does not offend him. The only method of attaching a ground vehicle in a spacecraft in Space Engineers and being able to save and reload the game is this right here. This is the only thing that does not offend Clang. So, now I'm going to take you on back on up to CIC here, so I can show you CIC and the control seat and how I set up the toolbars. So, back through here again. And I want to mention quickly that the procedure here is going to be slightly different than the usual procedure where we combat an enemy, an adversary, and then crash a ship, because we have the tank destroyer in the ship and it is all set up to deploy on the planet to fight enemies on the planet's surface. Instead of crashing the ship after we fight our adversary, we're going to land the ship and deploy the tank destroyer. So, now let me show you this. I think I got the toolbars pretty well set up. We got all the controls for the propulsion here, and toolbar 1, and the landing gear and the rear hanger timer blocks to open and close the rear hanger. And that only works in 0G. When I get it on the planet, I will have to open the I will have to lower the ramp and then open the door separately because the timer blocks don't seem to want to work in gravity. And here we have the controls for the weapons. And this is our toolbar for controlling the axial weapons, cameras and launchers, and the gyro controls to reduce power on the gyros and make it easier to aim. And we have here our controls for the connectors and for our build and repair and for our batteries. And we have our controls here for the crane and for the frame shift drive to toggle Super Cruise. And our controls are here for the backup hydrogen engines, stockpile the tanks, the oxygen and hydrogen tanks, and controls for our automatic, our hover line, and our automatic ascent scripts, and our controls for our antennas and beacon here. And now let me show you here. Here is the reason we are equipped with such a powerful, find it here. Here we go. This is why we have the 30 gigawatt reactor in the rear, to give us over 26.5 million hit points in our shield. And if I were to click on the Fortify Shield button here, our hit points go up to 97.5 million. So that's why we got the 30 gigawatt reactor. So that's it for the tour of the ship outside and in. Let me take this opportunity to remind you that if you are enjoying this content and would like to see more of it, please remember to smash those buttons down below, the like and the subscribe and the notification bell, so you will be notified when I release new content. And with that, I will be back when I have this ship out on the test range with adversary to oppose my landing, and see what I do about it. Until then, have a good day.